When did you learn that love can turn into something that destroys everything it touches? After our 8-year-old son Colt drowned at the lake last summer, my husband Tobias wouldn't leave the water. He stayed there for hours, diving again and again, even after the rescue team pulled Colt out. The paramedics had to sedate him. He kept screaming, "He's still down there! I can hear him calling!" At first, I thought we were grieving together. We went to therapy, held each other through the nightmares, kept Colt's baseball trophies on the shelf. I thought I understood pain. I thought when Tobias spent evenings at the lake, he was just visiting the place we lost our boy. But I never noticed when he started bringing diving equipment. "He's trapped down there, Kimberly," Tobias explained one night, laying out underwater maps on our kitchen table. The rescue team didn't understand. They only found his body. My stomach turned, but I told myself this was just his way of processing. But when Tobias started missing work to dive in the lake, spending our savings on sonar equipment, I tried to talk sense into him. "Honey, Colt is gone. He's at peace now." But he'd shake his head frantically. "You don't hear him at night? He's calling for help, Kimberly. He's scared of the dark." After weeks of him coming home soaked and shivering, talking about cold spots and underwater caves, I stopped arguing. I was barely holding myself together, and fighting seemed pointless. Once Tobias started drawing detailed maps of where he claimed Colt's soul was trapped, I begged him to increase his therapy sessions. But he just grabbed my shoulders with wild eyes and said, "The water spirits told me how to free him. He's stuck between worlds, Kimberly. His spirit can't leave the lake." That night, he slept on the couch. He wouldn't speak to me for days, only muttering over his maps and equipment. He'd disappear before dawn and return after dark, his lips blue from the cold water. I started finding strange things in his truck: rope, weights, industrial chain. One morning, he woke me up, more excited than I'd seen him since before Colt died. "Tonight's the new moon. The spirits say that's when the barrier is thinnest." I thought maybe he was finally ready to say goodbye, but the manic energy in his movements made my skin crawl. I should have called someone. God, I should have called his brother. My sister called that afternoon, begging me to come help with our mom who'd fallen. I didn't want to leave Tobias alone, but he promised he was just going to meditate by the water. When I got back after midnight, his truck was gone. The police called at 3 a.m. They'd found Tobias's truck at the lake, still running, doors open. His diving gear was scattered on the shore, but there was something else. A teenager, 16-year-old Bryce Walsh, was found unconscious by the water, rope burns on his wrists. He'd been walking home from his job at the marina when someone grabbed him. When Bryce woke up, he was hysterical. "That man kept calling me Colt. He said he was my dad. He tried to drag me into the water." The boy was sobbing, shaking uncontrollably. He kept saying I needed to go back where I belong, that the spirits demanded a trade. They found Tobias 2 hours later, floating face down about 50 feet from shore. The autopsy showed he'd been diving repeatedly, his lungs full of water. His diving log, found in his truck, was filled with frantic notes. "The spirits say a soul for a soul, a boy who looks like him. The water will trade back." The last entry made me vomit. "Found him. Bryce from the marina. Same age Colt would be now. The water will accept him. My boy can finally come home." Below that, in shaky writing, "Kimberly will understand when she sees Colt again." The investigation revealed Tobias had been watching Bryce for weeks. The boy worked at the same marina where we'd launched our boat that horrible day. He had dark hair like Colt, played baseball for his high school. Tobias had convinced himself this child was meant to take Colt's place in the water. Bryce survived physically, but his family says he won't go near water anymore. He quit his job, drops out of school some days, wakes up screaming about being dragged under. I tried to apologize to his mother, but she got a restraining order. I don't blame her. I scattered Tobias's ashes in the mountains, far from any water. Sometimes I dream he's still down there in the lake, looking for Colt, still diving, still searching.